And now, ladies and gentlemen, may I graciously call upon our guest of honor, the Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia, Dato Mohd Najib Tun Abdul Razak, to present his address and to declare the ECEC International Conference officially open.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Yang berbahagia Datin Sri Rosmah, Conference Patron, Mrs. Tandewi Banda, First Lady of Zambia, Madam Bagun Fauziah Yusuf Raza Jilani, wife of the Prime Minister of Pakistan, Madam Bun Kong Mani Leng Sarat, wife of the Standing Deputy Prime Minister Lao People's Democratic Republic, Yang Amat Berhormat Tan Sri Mahyudin Yassin, Deputy Prime Minister dan Puan Sri Noraini, Honourable Ministers, Deputy Ministers, Excellencies, distinguished participants, guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let me begin by congratulating the organizers, Permata Negara Sultan Idris Education University, NESM, UNICEF, and of course, the conference patron, Datin Sri Rosmah Mansor, for their effort in organizing the conference. Their ability, bringing close to 600 participants from more than 250, with more than 250 international participants from 41 countries, is indeed commendable. The presence of renowned speakers, both from abroad and locally, further adds credence to the conference. Let me also join the conference patron in welcoming Mrs. Tandewi Banda, Madam Bagun Fauziah Yusuf, and Madam Bungkong Mani Leng Sarat to the conference. It is also my pleasure to welcome the participants and speakers to the conference. Ladies and gentlemen, the conference patron in her welcoming speech spoke about the birth of Permata Negara and her aspiration of giving Malaysian children the best start in life and every chance to succeed. I can still recall some 3 years ago when she and her team presented to me their proposal for the comprehensive early childhood education and care program. To further convince me, she had assembled a team of professionals with varied background in early childhood education. Maybe she thought that a proposal from the wife would need more convincing than normal. On the contrary, they impressed upon me, and I was impressed, that early childhood education is the most critical period in human development, and that 85% of the person's intellect, personality, and social skills are developed in the first 5 years of the child's life. Children that have quality early childhood education will start on a better life trajectory. That means they are not only more successful in early years, but also will be better individuals in their later life. Returns, they said, are highest for investment made at younger ages, and remedial investment are often prohibitively costly. If this window of opportunity is lost, the nation suffers losses in terms of human capital, and the child is denied the opportunity to reach his or her full potential. I must admit, their presentation was very convincing and they came prepared with answers to any question. They also convinced our previous Prime Minister, Tun Abdullah Badawi. Indeed, they did their homework well, and they also did an in-depth research. But what impresses me most was their belief, commitment, dedication, and above all, their passion. And all this is done on a voluntary basis. In fact, when the women got together, some of their meetings lasted longer than that of the Malaysian cabinet. The government responded to their initiative and has now formulated the national policy for early childhood education and care, and has also accepted Permata's curriculum as the guiding principle for the national curriculum. Ladies and gentlemen, every child is precious, and children are assets to our nation. It is the most valuable resource of the country. I believe that developing a nation and its people begins with early childhood education. While it is the duty of the parents to ensure the child has the opportunities to develop, it is also the government's responsibility to help parents bring their potential to fruition. In developing a child's potential, we are in reality developing human capital of the child and that of the nation. In carrying out this task, we are enabling the child to grow holistically so that the child is equipped with abilities, knowledge, and skills to become a productive member of the nation. Economists have long believed that investment in early education is indeed a good strategy in developing human capital, which in turn is an important source for long-term sustainable growth. Cognitive and non-cognitive abilities are important for a productive workforce. It is said that key workforce skills such as motivation, persistence, and self-control are developed early. Children are the future generations who have the potential to drive the economy of the country as leaders, as innovators, entrepreneurs, research, and professionals. Education, thus, without doubt, is the key determinant that nurtures human capital. This reminds me of a Chinese proverb which says, if you are thinking a year ahead, plant a seed. If you're thinking a decade ahead, plant a tree. But if you're thinking a century ahead, then educate your people. This awareness should be complemented with a supporting system in order to achieve the objective of helping every child reach their maximum potential. The challenge is to work together to ensure that all children have the best possible start to life through quality care and learning in the earliest years. The benefits of this investment will be seen in future years of their lives. Ladies and gentlemen, Malaysia is a fairly young country with about 3.1 million or 12% of its population under the age of 4. Malaysia has a long history of placing high importance on education, recognizing that it is an important tool to achieve sustainable development.